Your county, a quiet revolution is taking root. For generations, communities have watched their land fade, grasslands thinning, rivers retreating, livelihoods hanging in the balance. Now, with support from natural state, a powerful shift is underway. Communities are blending indigenous knowledge with modern science, working to restore degraded land, revive ecosystems, and build sustainable. TV47's Sydney Chazima reports that this is potentially not just about conservation, it's a race to reclaim the future.
Beneath vast open skies, the work begins. Women move in quiet determination. Pangas slicing through dry earth, hands pressing fragile grass into the soil. Each movement is deliberate. Each step is an act of hope. Nearby, men dig deep into the hardened ground, preparing space for trees that may outlive them. Here, restoration is not just a theory, it is survival.
Mambo ya restoration, mambo ya conservation, ni mambo mzuri sana kwa vijana kwa sababu the future belongs to we actually the leaders of tomorrow, and therefore lazima tu conserve ardhi yetu ndio iweze kutusaidia hapo mbeleni.
Ukitumia knowledge ambayo tumepata kwa communities tofauti, tumeweza kupata muundo ambayo inafanya kazi. So tunachimba shimo kubwa sana. Wakati kunanyesha, ile shimo ina retain maji. Kama hakunyeshi na kuna maji tu kidogo mtu anaweza wekea, bado ile shimo ina retain maji. So miundo mingi sana ambayo tunafanya, tumeweza kuimari kutoka kwa different communities.
But across this landscape, something is changing. 2 restoration sites now hold more than 20,000 indigenous seedlings, each one a step toward recovery. Communities are not just planting trees, they are reclaiming knowledge, collecting and preserving native seeds, protecting species that hold the ecosystem together.
So kulingana na ile cluster ama ambayo ile community team ambayo tunafanya nayo kazi, tunatengeneza program ambayo ina suit hiyo specific community. So kwa mfano, katika nursery tunajua cluster moja ambayo ni wakulima na wako fast ama wanaweza shika hiyo concept haraka na wafanye. So katika shamba tunafanya kazi na wao.
And the impact is spreading beyond borders. In partnership with Natural State, restoration leaders across Africa have gathered here, drawn by a simple question. Can communities lead the fight against climate change?
Our forest cover as a country is way below the constitutional requirement, below 10%. That is the science. But then what is the indigenous understanding when that forest is degraded? This is where they either get their herbs, this is where they either get the grass for their animals, this is where they find their livelihood. But then how do we link to the practice where they actually protect that ecosystem?
I learned a lot in terms of policy. I think Kenya is very rich in their policy because of the conservancy aspect that they have, which is different from our country. So I've learned really how to develop effective policy to address the key issues that we have.
This is more than training. It is a testing ground for a new kind of economy, one built not on extraction, but restoration.
Now it's that beautiful point in the history of time to bring all that learning together, the indigenous, infuse it with the modern science, infuse it with indigenous knowledge from other indigenous communities around the world, right, who are also suffering or have implemented programs that are successful.
Here in Laikipia County, restoration is becoming a way of life. Knowledge is being passed on, and a new model is taking shape, one where communities are not just beneficiaries, but leaders in the fight against climate change.
As we move forward, there's an entirely new economy starting, and that's an economy that is both good for people and good for biodiversity. And we've seen many people acting in the fields that are actually degrading the environment. But with technology, with remote sensing, with AI, moving forward into the future, we're going to be able to have much cleaner environment, much better environment for people and nature.
Sydney Chazima, GOtv 47, Laikipia County.